So hello everyone, and thank you for joining me today. Today I have the distinct pleasure of being visited by Mehdi Smail, who's my close personal friend and lives in Aalborg, Denmark. Mehdi, say hello to everyone.
Hello everyone, and hello Phil. I'm very happy to be with you tonight. I say tonight because it's probably morning for you, or afternoon, but it's tonight for me.
Yes. So Mehdi is one of the most interesting men in the world, very cosmopolitan. He is the Chief Strategy Officer for LBN Medical in Denmark, and there's many companies in Denmark in the medical equipment business. Mehdi, how are things in Denmark? How's the coronavirus impacting Denmark?
Well, first of all, I have to say that we've been a little bit lucky in Denmark that the coronavirus was not as hard as it was in other countries. As you know, I'm French, and I saw many countries with a lot of issues. Denmark, we had some cases. The Danish government took some immediate action, closing schools very early and social distancing quite rapidly. At the end, we did get hit by the corona. We did get an economic shock and stopping the activity, but we restarted rather quickly and without too many casualties. We were a little bit lucky, as I said.
Now, I've visited your office. I know it's a very stylish, by North American standards, facility. What happened? Did you close down your facility, or did your staff continue to work?
Well, actually, what we did is we didn't close down completely the facility. We had some people requesting CT scanners to be delivered. We had orders ongoing. As you know, we work a lot with export and in particular Africa, and we had many customers who counted on LBN Medical to deliver. So what we did is we wanted, of course, our people to be safe at the same time. So what we did is we had our sales team and administrative people working from home as much as possible. And then we implemented a safe social work, or I would say work distancing schedule in our factory, so we could maintain the activity with some good safety for the people. And disinfection, gloves, the cantina had some special rules with individual meals. We did everything we could so people could be safe and the activity continue. Our customer get the machine they wanted.
I see. Do you think things are back to normal, or do they expect a second wave in Europe?
Well, the second wave was kind of the scenario for a period, and more the second wave seems not to be coming, which is great news. We don't see the second wave. We see the virus activity reduce. It's not gone, it's still there. We still have to be careful, but it's not bouncing again. So it's going back to normal. We are not back to normal as before the virus, but offices are open, restaurants are open. We just have limitation on the big event, no big event with a lot of people, and still some social distancing and some disinfection, but most of the business are back to business.
Do you think the way you do business will change permanently, or is this just a temporary change?
Well, the temporary change is for sure. Whether it will be permanent or not, honestly, in the last period, I've been a little bit careful with trying to guess the next 3 months, because if in December someone would have asked me, do you think that we will close down the whole world activity because of the corona? I would have said, no, you're crazy. So now I would say if there is no second wave, big wave, if things just slowly calm down, we will progressively go back to some kind of normal. However, the economic consequence will remain longer than the health consequence of the virus. And what will be the impact of this economic problem? Will it be a recession? Will it be a slowdown? I don't know. And that's where the impact could be lasting. The economic impact will last, I think.
Now, no interview with Mehdi Smail would be complete without discussion of food and wine, but also without a discussion of that vehicle behind you. What is that vehicle behind you?
So behind me, you can partially see a 1953 International pickup truck that I'm restoring. So I hope to drive it around in the Danish roads soon. It's pretty nice. And I probably move a little bit sideways so you can see it better.
Is there any other vehicle there in your, I know that you're in your spare time, as if you had spare time, you're an auto mechanic, but what other vehicles do you have there in your facility?
Well, right now I have a Buick.
Why don't you show us?
Yeah, let me do that, you know. So here, if we just turn that way, we see a Buick 1946, just after Second War. They had to, so I tell you, this iron on that car, the iron is some kind of iron. That's no joke. This is made, they were supposed to make tanks, but the war was over, so they made Buicks. This is a solid 1946 Buick Super 8 with a straight inline engine. That's a great car.
I hope I have the chance to drive in it sometime.
I tell you what, Phil, I really do hope that this year I'm ready with it and it's driving. So when you visit Denmark again, you may get a tour in the Buick.
And one last vehicle, what do I see in the background there? Is that a Corvette Stinger?
This is a Corvette 1978. This is the anniversary limited edition. 4,000 cars were made. This is the NASCAR pace car, Indianapolis anniversary edition from 1978.
Well, Mehdi, you know, there's no such thing as a boring moment with you. I hope that you say hi to Beatrice for us. You're a beautiful man, and thank you very much for joining me.
Phil, it has been a pleasure, and it's always great to see you. I wish we can see each other soon, and the corona will be behind us. Take care, everybody, and stay safe.